to a little bit of fights coming up this weekend.
Alrighty.
Loma, we'll start off with Loma Ortiz. I don't really know who Ortiz is.
Yeah, neither do I.
But he's relatively young.
Yep.
Young fella.
I don't even think he's had like 20 fights yet. So he's
Undefeated?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, undefeated. I think 12 knockouts or something like that.
Okay.
Something like that, I think.
So
I think it's like
prospect on the way up.
Yeah, I think it's like 18 fights or something like that he's had.
That's
Okay.
not bad.
So like,
Not a bad record.
yeah,
Well,
well,
Loma, I think.
Loma's had 16, but
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, well, 1,000
He-
amateurs.
yeah, he won like fucking the Olympic gold medal twice and like
Yeah.
stayed in amateurs for years.
That's what I mean. If you looked at Loma on paper, like his professional career on paper, you'd be like, "What the fuck is this dude?
Yeah.
Like, get him out of here," kind of thing. And then he'll just
But
put
you look
on
at his,
a
like-
masterclass.
But look at his pro record on paper. He's the
Yeah.
fastest
Three-weight.
three-weight world champion in history, I think,
Mhm.
and fastest world champion too.
Oh,
I
so
think
he was-
I think he won the world title in like his third or fourth
he did. He
fight.
did. He should have won it in
something
his.
like that.
Oh, he would have won it in his second fight, but he fought some dirty fighter. Apparently, I watched a documentary yesterday. I
Toledo.
don't know his name.
His
But,
last name. I don't know what his first name is.
Yeah, he like hit him with like 40 something shots below the belt.
Yeah, just fucking.
Gave
Just-
him the old Rodriguez.
Just gave him the old how you doing there, mate. But yeah, I watched the documentary yesterday because I was like, all right, this is like the Loma fight coming up.
Yep.
His angles are fucked.
It's ridiculous, man.
The footwork.
Stupid.
The footwork is nuts.
Dude, it's just fucking stupid. Yeah, his dad is the mad scientist of all mad scientists. I mean,
Yeah, pulled him out of boxing or something
yeah,
at like the age of 7 or maybe even younger,
I think it was 6 or 7.
and just like pulled him out of boxing and just put him into like Ukrainian dancing
Yeah.
for fucking like 5 years. Did not let him go near a boxing gym.
It's nuts, hey. But I mean,
Just crazy.
do you imagine if Loma had a kid, and then it's just that you've got like your Grandpa Loma and Papa Loma just like training this psycho?
Unbeatable.
Oh, yeah, because it's like you're gonna learn from all of Loma's mistakes. Like, okay, you probably stay in the amateurs for too long. We need to get you out, like into the amateurs and out of them a bit sooner. Like, you're just gonna have the perfect specimen of a boxer.
Yeah, well, like the Europeans and shit, they're like big on like amateur boxing, and like to them the gold medal is like the epitome.
Yeah, but yeah, you look at him and Usyk. They're like,
Yeah,
they're
they're both gold medalists.
yeah,
like the gold medal is just the epitome to them.
Yeah.
And then like it's like once they hit a certain age, it's like, okay, do pro boxing now and make money
yeah,
before you can't make money anymore.
yeah.
Like Loma's record, something like ridiculous, like 300. I think it's like
400 something?
396 and 1.
Or is that Triple J's record?
Stupid.
Like in the 400s for amateurs.
Yeah, I think Triple G's is something like that. I think Loma's was like 396 and 1.
And yeah,
Yeah.
2 Olympic fucking gold medals.
Yeah,
And he came back
It's
and
nuts.
beat the guy that beat him.
yeah, twice.
Yeah, once in amateurs, once in pros or something. Eh? I mean, like, it's hard to ever bet against Loma. I mean,
Well, we shouldn't be betting against him for this fight.
no.
This is just another tune-up fight, like stage
Maybe.
easy kind of thing. I
Yeah,
reckon.
well, this would be. I'm pretty sure Ortiz is with Top Rank.
Yeah, he is. It's an in-house fight. And
So
yeah,
like,
leaves
and
room for Bob to turn around and announce Loma and Haney.
Bob's practically already announced Loma and Haney. Like, he's just waiting for this fight. Like, he's practically just fed this young Ortiz kid to Loma.
Yeah.
Crazy things
Pretty
can
much.
happen. You know what I mean? Like, this Ortiz kid can just come out and spark Loma. Like, it's not impossible.
He could
And
come out and
then
spark him, but
fucking, is this better in the mixed boys? What are you gonna fucking do?
I don't think like Loma with the chip on his shoulder, point to prove,
Yeah,
wants all them belts, wants that Haney fight.
I think he wants his legacy to be the way he wants to see it before he fucking hangs the gloves up.
Yeah, so I think he comes out. He's gonna try to look to make a statement in this one.
That's what he said when he was coming back. He's like, I want the belts. That's it.
Yeah, I mean, I'd never really bet against Loma. I feel like he just beats. Like, if Loma comes out switched on, not like weird how he kind of came out against Lopez, but if he comes out switched on and on his game plan from the fucking bell, who the fuck beats him?
Well, he was injured and he still nearly won that fight.
Yeah, well, he'd been had surgery on his elbow, I think.
Had it the day
Had
after.
surgery the day before fucking the fight and just came out slinging all, didn't give a fuck.
Had surgery on his shoulder literally the day after.
Yeah.
Yeah, but didn't he have something in the build up to that fight as well? Like he was already injured and he had like some form of operation done.
Actually, yeah, I think you might
Yeah,
be right.
And then I think he went into that fight and like fucked it again and then had to go get surgery again.
Yeah. I
I
did
think he
hear
might have
something
done
along
it.
them
He might have
lines.
been something with his elbow the first time or something, like before the fight.
Yeah, I think you might be right, actually.
And then after it, he like had to go get fucking surgery again. But it was
Yeah.
like his first fight after surgery. There was no like tune up, nothing. Just straight in with Lopez, who at that point was on a tear.
Yeah, that's it.
Like he was beating everybody.
But I think actually, like Loma beating him injured, and then Cambosis beating him after we've seen the beating that Haney has put on him for the last two fights. I don't think Lopez was ever shit.
He was
hit
guided.
hard.
He was
hit hard. That
guided
was about
right.
it.
He was guided right. And
Yeah.
I think that night against Cambosis was sort of an off night too. Like he could have fought better than that if he didn't have his stupid fucking dad in the fucking corner.
Yeah, probably. But my
Like, I
point
think-
is,
I think
In
that
the
was
corner and then in the crowd, like
I think that was their like it all just went to their head.
my point is, he was never good enough to beat Loma in the first place if Loma wasn't injured.
No,
Well,
if Loma started before round 6,
that's what I
Would've
mean. You
been-
can
yeah,
tell
Lopez
Loma
wins.
Exactly.
Like,
doesn't
he beats
switch on.
Lopez. Like
Cambo,
But
like
100%.
fucking Loma would have just been on a tear and fucking ran through Cambosis because he would have been the next mandatory for the IBF.
yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, you can just see something's off with Loma. Like he doesn't, get going for 6 rounds. And then when he finally starts to get a bit of rhythm, it's already like too fucking far gone.
Lopez, but when he starts going, Lopez just doesn't know what to fucking do.
Yeah, exactly. Like if he had have started earlier instead of fucking just standing there in front of Lopez and letting Lopez get off shots,
Yeah.
he would have won that fight.
Yeah.
Like he was his own enemy. I think it was like coming off the surgery or whatever it was that was wrong with him. Like he didn't want to start too early
Yeah.
and he just let the fight get away with him, like get away from him. And
Yeah,
then I
'cause he
think,
thought he could pull it back.
yeah, and I think Lopez won like the last fight, the last round, which just fucked it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then like when Lopez fought Cambosis, when we were watching it, I was saying to you, Cambosis is doing like he was doing this weird thing. He was like jabbing, and then like after he jab, he was like expecting the right hand, so he was like ducking and like dipping right down to his right.
Yeah.
And like if Lopez was with his trainer and not being trained by his dad,
Yeah. The trainer would have pulled like,
the trainer would have pulled up on that straight away and said, as soon as he throws something, throw the uppercut.
Yeah.
Because he's leaning towards it. I said it to you in like the second round or something, I think it was.
Yeah, you did too.
I was like, if Cambosis keeps doing that, bro, he's going to sleep.
Yeah.
But like, I think having his dad there in the corner for that Cambosis fight did not help.
No, not at all.
before you joined the team for him, we actually, well, it was like, just before your first episode, we did have Senior on. We tried to like get his opinion on a few of the things that he was doing. And a hard interview,
It
Ned.
was an interesting interview, wasn't
I mean, I think you seen him leaving.
Yeah, he was a bit
Getting
angry.
cars and shit, like just out of control.
He was a bit angry on the way out.
But I mean, like, yeah, we tried to get his thoughts on, being in the corner, being in the crowd. He just nonsense.
Didn't want a bar of it.
No, nonsense left and right. But I mean, I feel like we can all agree that Loma's going to win this fight.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, Loma Haney's a fun fight, man. Like, I don't think Haney can do his game plan against Loma.
No.
He's going to go try clinch Loma, and Loma's just going to be behind the motherfucker. Like, what are we doing?
The only thing he has over Loma is reach.
Yeah, he's got a big reach. But I feel like Loma's
Like
probably fought enough people in his amateur career with long reaches where he knows how to negate it.
Like that's what I was gonna say. Like he's got the reach, but I think like fucking Loma just outdoes him with IQ.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he's as much of like a smart fighter as Haney is.
Loma's just too smart.
Yeah, I think Loma's footwork allows him to outdo Haney.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's just like being able to get in, get out, get around.
Yeah,
Like sometimes he'll get in, just get out. Sometimes he'll get in, get around. Like,
Loma's not going to be in front of you like George.
nah.
yeah, and like even like George was still able to tag him
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
at points. Like Loma is gonna tag him for sure.
Yeah, 100%.
It's just
And more to the point, the worst fight that I've seen Haney have, apart from the fact that he got clipped by Linares, but that was just a lucky combo by Linares. Haney got lucky, or Haney got lazy rather. The hardest fight that I've seen for Haney was against probably the last fight that we're going to talk about, Jojo Diaz.
I was about to say the same thing. That was a close fight, man.
It was. It really was. Some people even say that Diaz won the fight.
I wouldn't go
No,
that far. I mean,
I don't
like,
think I watched that.
it wasn't like a super exciting fight, but it was like pretty much Haney trying to stick to his plan and Jojo getting inside and making it a dirty fight. Like it was a good fun fight to watch though. Yeah.
Which
But
I think Loma is more than capable of doing.
Well, I feel like Haney struggled with Jojo's like consistent being inside and being able to fight inside well, whereas Loma's just going to be inside landing like crisp shots too. Like he's not going to be kind of winging shots in there. He's going to be inside, hit here, then I'll just be around here and I'll hit here. Like,
He has this style lately of like tends to feign a jab. He'll come in with short left and move around you until you react, and as soon as you react, he'll hit you with another left hook. It's very like
next level.
Like nobody can seem to figure it out. Hey, because they try and react. Like he throws the feint, comes in short here, and they try and react to him being here, but he's already moved around here. So they throw here and overextend themselves and just come straight back over the top with a short hook. He did it really well to that Nakatani dude.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like we all agree Loma wins.
Yeah.
That's the thing. It's like one thing versing a southpaw, but like it's another thing versing one who is technically good.
Yeah, fuck
like
Well,
Usyk to AJ.
yeah,
like
It's another thing versing southpaw is not even supposed to be a southpaw.
yeah, exactly.
I was going to say, is that just like a Ukrainian thing? Like, no, you
That's
fight
just
with your
a
left
Loma
hand now.
thing. He's actually right-handed.
Yeah, but he's just like
And
mastered both, or
And I think
He doesn't switch it. He's right-handed, so he's more powerful hand and more powerful leg
is
in
it
the
front?
That's why you tend to see him move in and out with that. It's like what Usyk does on steroids. He's got that real pendulum step, so you're constantly trying to time him coming in like this rhythm that he constantly changes because he'll stop, he'll bend, and he'll start moving to the side a little bit, and then you creep towards him, and then he'll start bouncing again, and then you're like, what the fuck? What's he doing?
Like I said, I watched the Loma documentary yesterday, Arvo, and it was just like next level, man. Like you understand why they call him the Matrix.
Yeah.
Like it makes fucking complete fucking sense.
And like you were saying before, just the interesting ways that they train, like his dad just like took him out of, boxing for years, put him in Ukrainian dance, and just the interesting things that they play tennis a lot. Like,
yeah, have you seen like that weird thing they do with the number board?
yeah,
Like
it's
on the
reaction
wall.
times.
Yeah, on the wall, and they just go like touch it and fucking it's nuts.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
I mean,
Like it's just shit you don't see people like doing anywhere else, like in the world, like in the fight game.
well, like in this documentary, they had a thing about he like works real hard on like how long he can hold his breath, and his longest time is 4.5 minutes.
yeah, it's all due to with like your lung capacity. The more
Yeah,
that you can hold, the longer your cardio lasts for, kind of thing.
yeah, 100%. But like 4.5 minutes,
That's fucking crazy.
longer than a fucking round.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, so he could literally, he's probably not capable of it, but if he really, he could probably fight me without breathing.
yeah, and just
Wouldn't need to
probably
actually
fight all
break a
fucking
breath.
3 of us without taking a fucking breath.
Yeah.
Like, I just
At the end
gotta,
of the round,
I just gotta finish the first 2 quick, and then I can just fuck around with the last one for a bit. I mean,
but yeah, we're sort of all in agreement there. He's probably going to get that done.
I think we're all in agreement that one is probably the one dude that doesn't get called out on the podcast ever.
No, God, no.
No, you'll stop him.
Yeah.
Stop
I feel like he'll come out, go quick, fucking finish going. You never know. This Ortiz kid might come out and just fucking shock the world.
Who fucking knows,
Never
man?
know.
Yeah, I'll say somewhere mid to late.
Yep.
Yeah, he'll want to put on a bit of a
Not
show.
too early.
Bit of a show, you reckon? Like fucking a little bit of a fucking let people know what they're getting ready for.
Yeah, and like the other kids, like the other fella, he's got a point to prove.
Yeah,
Like you're going in with Loma, you're not going in there to. Well, a lot of people do go in there to lay down, but
Yeah.
like if you're a young kid,
you're not going in there to outbox Loma. You're going in there to fucking
going in there to try and stop him.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right. Yeah.
Like you know you're not going to outbox Loma. So it could be interesting.